welcome to the Ocarina of Time ranking. My name is What's Up Nate, and I recently just played Ocarina of Time through for the first time in my life like a couple weeks ago, so it's still really fresh in my mind. I do have a retrospective and review for that. I will probably put that right above here. I will put it in the description as well. Today I'll be ranking the characters of Ocarina of Time, the bosses and mini bosses of Ocarina of Time, and then the dungeons from Ocarina of Time. Let's just go straight in and talk about the characters. So I added an additional part because there are some characters who are kind of like cut off here. Kind of can't tell who they are. We're going to start with Epona. Epona is like a solid B, I would say. Great, cool character. Next we have Ganon. I think Ganon is a fantastic villain in the game. I think it feels good to hate him. He actively makes you want to like try and beat him. The Great Fairy, she's okay. You know, I like the fairies. I think they're really cool, but I can't really be like, oh my god, dude, the Great Fairies are like amazing. Anything past the B, like, no. I don't think that would be honest. This is Impa. I think Impa is a solid A. I think her characterization in Ocarina of Time is solid. I think the way that she represents being the one to protect the honor and the things that are precious to Hyrule, super cool. The Carpenter boys, yeah, they're okay. I think they're kind of funny, but like they're just okay. Let me also change the color of this. Link, I think this is a very solid interpretation of Link. And mind you, I never actually played Ocarina of Time, so I don't have a connection to his character as much. I just think that this version of Link, I'm gonna put him an S, just represents a lot of what makes Link as a character very interesting. And I think it's that simple, silent protagonist that's not like boring for some reason. I think this version of him is very interesting, and I actually would like want to see more like of how he actually is, besides just being the silent protagonist. I always forget this dude's name. He's a little less than cool. Like, he's all right. You know, it kind of serves the... I can hear his music in my head. Like, I can hear the music when he shows up. I think it's funny that he has like that moment where it's like, did you understand what I said? And no is the default option. Scarecrow, meh. Store guy, maybe above. Yeah, he reminds me of like Jet from Cowboy Bebop or Barret from Final Fantasy VII. He's okay. I don't hate him. Bean Boy, he's not like an F, but like, he's whatever. Goron, I don't know if this is supposed to be the sun. Oh, there's a few. I think this is the sun. He's okay. I think I put him above the Carpenter boys though. I don't know. Oh, now very interesting here. The girl who's the clerk at the Bombchu game, she's cute. I like the way they characterize her as being like, oh, a customer. Like, yeah, I don't know. I like her a lot. I want to put her in A, but I don't think she's like that deep. I just think she's cute and has like this like very relatable side of her that makes her incredibly charming. I'll just put them in the same spot. They're like, I don't know if these are different. I'm not a real fan. So this is going there. I don't know what this is. I also don't know what this is. I don't remember this character. Well, the couple are like, they're like charming. I would say they're probably a little less charming than the owl. Darunia. Oh gosh, this is tough. I think Darunia goes over Epona. I love the dance he does when he hears Zarya's song. Yeah, this is the guard with the mask. This one actually made me laugh. So he has like a son who wants a mask. I think he defines the high part of C tier. Just that charm. The Deku sapling, maybe right here. Right there. I thought that moment in the game was really funny. Like that also made me laugh, but it might have been Link that made me laugh. I actually think I'm gonna we'll get there. We'll take this as we go. I'm sorry guys, I feel like I should know who these people are, but I don't. Is this the girl in the village? I don't know. I don't hate her. I just think she's nice. That's not Saria, because Saria is right here. She's a C. I don't know guys, I'm sorry. Oh, I can't think of their name off the top of my head, but like I like their designs a lot because they remind me a bit of mages from like Final Fantasy. Oh, what's her name from the Shadow Temple? She's all right. She's like here. She's okay. Is this like just a regular Goron? Because I see this. Yeah, I don't know. This tier list is actually kind of weird now that I'm really looking at it. Like the same spot. Yeah. Oh, I like this character. I think they're super weird. The potion shop in the Kakariko village, I think. The graveyard kid, I think his line is funny, but like, yeah, that's cool. Great Deku Tree, very cool. I love the Deku Tree. I think he's very cool. I think the delivery of like, you know, the characterization of Great Deku Tree, Happy Mask Salesman's like an instant A. He's super weird. Put him here. Yeah, he's a B. Yeah, for sure. I like Happy Mask Salesman. He's weird. Goron's again. Let's put that one there, I guess. I don't know. What's his name? The farm man. I like how deranged he is. I don't think he's okay. You know, he's all right. The Zora King. I think I put him here. No. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, F. Instant F. I'm sorry, I don't know who this is. Is that Jabu Jabu? Jabu Jabu's okay, I would say. Yeah, that's fine. The girl from the ranch. I forget her name, I'm sorry. I'm not a real fan. I like her a little more than all these other characters. I think she's charming. I don't remember what she has to offer. I don't remember. Shopkeeper is okay. It's like he's like right here. The Big Goron, like literally that's his name. Yeah, he's cool. Same thing here. I'm not sure. Okay, Navi, like as a character as a whole, like at that final fight, I really liked what Navi had to say. But throughout the game, kind of annoying. So I'll just put Navi like right there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the Saga Storms guy, the windmill guy, music box man. I mean, he has like a little funny moment. I probably like him more than he's like, I like when he gets pissed and the music starts going faster because of the rain. Kind of can't tell who that is, and I don't want to make an assumption. This is the Princess Ruto. I think I really like her. I like her like Sundari character of like, well, I didn't think you were that cool or anything. I liked her characterization a lot and how she grew. I might actually put it over the Deku Tree because I really liked her whole agreement to give Link the sacred jewel or whatever, and just was kind of like, so that means you have to marry me, and like, you know, later on in the story, she remembers that and says something compared to that, and I really love that. Zelda is a solid A. I think Zelda is super cool, especially Ocarina of Time's version of Zelda. I think she's so cool. I cannot say that enough. Is this a sage? Is this Ryanru? Is that how you say his name? I'm sorry. I keep butchering every name. He's cool. He's like, Oh no, that's Ryanru. I kind of can't tell who that is. I'm sorry. So Ryanru goes right here. He's pretty cool. He like watches guard for you and is like making sure everything's cool. I mean, I'm just relaying all the Carpenter boys as the same. So, I mean, if anything, like, it's just Running Man. Running Man is like cool. I like Running Man. I might put him like right here. I think he's iconic. Saria. No, Saria is probably, is this controversial? I think Saria is like S tier. Like, I think her and Link are like the OTP, you know, besides like Zelda being like, you know, literally. I mean, who knows? I don't really know if Link and Zelda are like supposed to be related or not. If anybody who's like a pro in Zelda lore can correct me on that, please tell me, because I think Saria and Link are like the best. I love like everything she has to offer and like say to Link. I think her characterization of like being like, I know what my place is in this life now, and you know, all that. I just think her development as a character and the way because it's funny, like she didn't like grow, like she didn't like, it's almost like she's always been that wise. And part where she's like sad that Link is leaving, and the way they like characterize that, it like makes me sad when I see her face like upset that Link is leaving. Like, it's so good. So I'm very positive about Saria being up in the S rank. These all kind of go in the same for me, like the little mage guys, they're all kind of the same to me. Now Sheik might actually be my favorite character in this whole game. I adore Sheik. Like, I think Sheik says the coolest things in this game. Sheik offers so much insight. I feel like the quotes that Sheik uses are just timeless. I think Sheik is such a cool, interesting character with like mystique. Just like that whole aura of mystery just makes Sheik that much cooler. So I think Sheik is gonna stay right here. I wish every character looked like this on this tier list. I would have appreciated that more. Carpenter boys are all kind of the same to me. Didn't have enough of an experience, I think, to rank. Skull Kid in Ocarina is like, he's like probably right here for me. You know, we're not talking about Majora's Mask, and I've never even actually finished all that game either. So, you know, maybe I'll do that next and then do all my tier lists after. Regular guard, yeah, I think the Kakariko kids are just a little more annoying. I don't know which brother's which. I'm assuming this is the mean one, so he goes like right here, lower. He's kind of a jerk, I think. I'm not too familiar. That's funny. And then Zoras are cool. I think Zoras are just cool, like, yeah, like right here. Okay, so we can just disregard all this, because this is me just saying like I don't freaking know. Would I fix anything about this list when I look at it now? I think I would bring Link probably here. Ganon, maybe 1 down. This one's tough because I like both of their characters a lot, but I think Sheik goes a bit above and beyond in terms of like just being a really cool character in general. Rosaria's like great development. She's written well. Her like what she has to say made me feel emotional at certain points. There are like highs and lows with her. I think she's a really sweet character. Definitely feels like the girl next door. Ganon, I think Ganondorf is okay there. I think, you know, he's literally just evil man.exe, but like he's great. The things he says, his arrogance, I love it all. He just kind of like paints the picture of the villain like perfectly, in my opinion. I think I like Rudo more than Impa. Epona's like really funny to me. I mean, I could probably put Epona in C and be okay, but no, let's just put it in low B because Epona's cool. All right, well, that's my opinion on characters. I'd love to know your own and, you know, maybe help me out with who these people are. Let's go ahead and move on to the bosses. All right, so I'm here on the bosses. I'm going to go through both bosses and mini bosses and offer a little bit of insight, if I can, of my experiences with characters and go from there. First, I have Bongo Bongo, and I think Bongo Bongo is like a really cool puzzle boss. Epitomizes the puzzle boss to a T. And for that reason, I think it deserves a rank because in terms of its concepts, its designs, everything super cool, but kind of once you figure it out, you kind of win from there. Next, we have Queen Goma. Goma's pretty cool. Like, even though it's the first boss, I think Goma stands out a bit. Just like its design is super sick, concept of the eyeball and everything is cool. I'll just give it a solid B. I think it goes above average and, you know, kind of introduces bosses and everything in a very cool way. King Dodongo, I think King Dodongo is okay. I didn't dislike the fight that much. I thought it was interesting, like having to figure out how to overcome this big boy. So I'll give him a C. I didn't hate it. I didn't like love it either though. It was just okay. Phantom Ganon, he kind of looks like All Might. With this like spike on his head. Phantom Ganon really marks the beginning of the journey, and I think that the way that his boss style is introduces the concepts that would go on to influence every Zelda game from here on out. Just overall think the whole painting thing is super sick, so it has to be an A. Very, very good. Phantom Ganon will be talked about at GDCs forever. What to do with a boss and how to design a boss. Final Ganon, this one's hard because as a whole, like as an actual boss, it's pretty simple. I feel that Ganon as a boss is very, very cool. Defined a generation of people who play video games and the art form, really. Not to sound pretentious, but really the art form of a boss battle. When I played it, I had a grin on my face. Whew. What a great boss. Maybe one of the best ever in terms of the atmosphere and the setting and how it came to define what a final boss is. That said, the actual way to play and defeat this boss isn't the hardest. I just think the way that the atmosphere is set up is top notch because like I said, even though it's not like it's not very difficult. I don't know. I don't know how else to say it. It's not very complex either. But in light of those things I'm saying about it, that like, you know, maybe it's too easy or whatever, I think for everything else it does well, it makes those things kind of like not matter because the vibe and like atmosphere it creates by having the music and the setting and everything, that's what makes it an S. But I think it's going to be a low S if something else ends up on S. So we have Volvagia. Volvagia is like cool, but again didn't leave a strong impression on me. I think if I played it in 1998 and like saw that thing move around in 1998, I would be blown away and be like, yeah, it definitely belongs somewhere right here. But I just don't think that's the case with Volvagia that much. Now it's very cool looking. I thought the fight was interesting, so I would probably put it above Dodongo, where it like blew me away, or like it didn't blow me away, where like I was like, wow, this is cool, but it wasn't like, oh my god, wow, this is really cool, you know. Baronade? I don't know if it's Baronade or Baronade, but it might be Baronade because it's like a barnacle. It reminds me of the cage from Kingdom Hearts, actually. Well, I'm sure that might be what that's inspired from. I had a very good experience with Baronade. I had like the craziest boss fight with it where everything was just flying around, throwing the boomerang, just everything felt really good. Me moving around and with Z targeting and everything just like felt really ahead of its time. I had a blast just like zipping around with young Link, like hopping around, dodging everything, throwing the boomerang to freeze it and all that, and just it was chaotic and quick, but again, like Ganon, it like kept a smile on my face the whole time. Oh, let's do... No, that's wrong. I think a low A is good because I think it's like very good. Yeah, I think that's where it goes. Ganondorf. again, vibes. The vibes were immaculate. Walking up there, seeing Ganon playing the organ, the setup with the Triforce, like the hand thing, super sick. The ray of light, shooting him with the arrow is so cool. Seeing his form just get weakened is super sick. Would I say it's S tier though, or A tier? It's going in one of those. It's not B, it's A or S. It's very good. I would say it might go above Ganon just because of the way it's set up, and I just like the boss fight. I just really like the Ganondorf boss fight a lot, and I think it does live up to the hype. So now we have Morpha, and I think Morpha was probably the most underwhelming boss in the entire game. It's like didn't do anything for me. It just, I mean, when you got hit by it, it just felt kind of cheap. And that's even if you did, because I maybe only got held down by Morpha like 2 or 3 times max. Easy D tier for me. Maybe the only like fight that wasn't very like, oh my god, dude, Morpha, that fight was crazy. Like after oh, Shadow Link isn't on here either. After fighting Shadow Link and then going to this for the next part of it, no, it's very underwhelming in my opinion. Twin Rova, this is a good one too. This is a very good fight. I love the chaos of the, you know, reflecting back the beams at the opposite element and then storing up that on your shield and just having it blow up all over, killing them. And then their cutscene at the end with them like coming to terms with no longer being alive. I thought that was cool too. I think the characters are very interesting. I would say I want to put it over Ganon, but I don't think I can. So this is my tier list. I think I would switch these. Yeah, I'm gonna switch those two. I would like to know what your tier list is. Shadow Link, if I had to pick Shadow Link, would probably go high A, because that fight really got me. I was super excited and I'm kind of mad that it's not here. This is where I'm at with it. I'd be curious to know other people's tiers on these boss fights as well. And let's go ahead and move on to the dungeons. So here we are. Here are the dungeons. Again, S, A, B, C, D. I will say I didn't do the Gerudo's training ground, so that's already going to be in... Let's just not count it. I'm just going to put it at the end. We're just not going to count it. So we have Under the Well. I think Under the Well is super weird, and it kind of freaked me out. I think... No, Shadow Temple has blood. I feel like this kind of did too. I would probably put it in B, but I think it would... I think B is good. Inside the Deku Tree, you know, it's the introduction for dungeons and like kind of what to expect, and I think it meets that criteria well. I think it goes in C. It doesn't like do anything crazy, but like, you know, it's just the first dungeon, so there's not like too much to do either. I just think it sets the precedent for the rest of the game. Fire Temple, I would say Hammer. That's tough. Fire Temple has some like cool moments. It feels a little, to me the Fire Temple feels a little chaotic and a little disorganized, maybe a bit. Let's say, yeah, like low B. Forest Temple, let's see, there's the weird winding hallway. This is where you fight Phantom Ganon. So I'm like really trying to remember. There's like the blocks you have to push, the well. Forest Temple is, let's say A. I'll do A. Ganon's Castle, it's a culmination of everything. Like it's decently difficult. I would probably put it in A. Dodongo's Cavern, let's do... I feel like I have to play them like right away. The ice area is like probably one of my least favorite parts of the game. I just felt like it was a little redundant and very annoying. Like I felt very frustrated when I would play it because just getting frozen by things and then like sliding around, and I mean, it also doesn't help that I didn't save my save state and I had to start from the beginning, and I accidentally loaded a save that wasn't updated. So maybe that's where my bias comes in, but it just didn't feel like it needed to be there. So yeah, I mean, that's just, again, definitely my opinion. Inside Jabu's belly, let's put Jabu's belly. I think I like it more than that's weird. That's tough. Do I like Jabu's belly more than the well? It's okay. Yeah, I mean I would put it there. I like Jabu's belly dungeon more than these two. Shadow, this isn't Shadow Temple. Yeah, it's Shadow Temple. Did I like it? Yeah, I did. I like the vibe a lot. There's a lot to like about it. I would put it in low A though. I wouldn't put it in S. Spirit. I mean, how could you do Spirit and not put it in S? I think Spirit was like super cool. Water Temple, very interesting. I think I like it more. Well, then again, I did play, just full disclosure here, I played the 3DS version. I was not annoyed by the boots because I didn't have to go press pause every 5 seconds. So I like the puzzles and the way you have to like think, because the water temple, like, I didn't need a guide because I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna do this, and I did, and it felt really good. And I don't know where people are at the water temple anymore. Growing up, I remember hearing people hating the water temple, but that might be because of the equip option. So I'd be curious if anybody else really likes the water temple as much as I did. I won't be ranking the training grounds because, again, I didn't play it. Sorry. So let's look at this. Putting this lower. I hated this because of the stupid fire keys burning my shield. I stand by this. Does this have my seal of approval? Forest temple. The music in the forest temple is cool. Shadow temple. Yeah, I would say this is my tier list. So we have the Spirit Temple, the Water Temple, Ganon's Castle, Forest Temple, Shadow Temple, Under the Well or Into the Well, Jabu's Belly, Fire Temple, the Dodongo's Cavern, the Deku Tree, and the Ice Area that I hate. So that's my tier list I have for all three of these. I'd like to know what yours are. You know, leave me a comment. Feel free to share your own if you make one. I'd like to see it and just see what your thoughts are. Again, if you do want to see my full-on review of this and deep dive into the history of Ocarina of Time, I'll leave the card here again if I can. Feel free to check it out. Like the video if you enjoyed what I had to say, or, you know, just enjoy the video in general. Had a lot of fun making this. I will be seeing you guys again real soon. I am making Yu-Gi-Oh content and video game content as well. So please make sure to leave a comment, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.